Right, hello everybody. Good morning. Well, actually, it's only morning here in New Zealand, I should say. Uh, just getting everything set up, ready to rock and roll. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I'm just going to shuffle, make sure we've got enough of the screen in there. And yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Right. Good morning, everyone. Or good day, should I say. I hope you've had a good weekend. It's Monday morning here in New Zealand. We're back in lockdown. I shouldn't have gloated, saying New Zealand was doing an amazing job. We still are doing a pretty good job, but hey, this is the world that we live in. But no, we're going pretty well. I hope everybody's safe. Wear a mask. Wear a mask. Follow the instructions of the scientists, the people that know what they're talking about. Sometimes not the people that are in charge. We all know what we're talking about. Okay, today I'll just make sure. Oh, yep, we can see that in the screen. Today I just thought I was going to do some short, sharp, fast pieces, but then I indulged a little bit too much over the weekend. So I thought that we were probably going to have to do something a little bit longer, but still ramp up the intensity. Okay, so this is a really good, simple workout that you guys can do. As I say, just mixing it up, getting that time under the belt, but also having, just the changes and things that we're always talking about. So today's session, we're doing 3 10-minute pieces. So it's only a 30-minute workout. We'll have 90 seconds rest. I think that's going to be enough. It'll be enough between the first and second piece for sure. Probably not enough between the second and third, but that's fine. And so we basically just we'll set the machine for 10 minutes intervals. And then we're just doing 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we do 4 minutes, 3 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute. So the first one starts off pretty easy. We'll just get into a good rhythm, good zone. Start off at 20 rate. We jump up to 22, 24, 26. And then each set after that, we just start 2 points above where we started the last one. Okay, so the second one's 22, 24, 26, 28. So we're only really doing 3 minutes at sort of decent intensity in that second one. But of course, as we get towards that third one, then we've got to start off at 24, then 26, then 28 and 30. So the first 7 minutes, we've got some reasonable rate with a bit of intensity. And then that last 3 minutes, we really start to push it to finish it off. So we should be able to handle it really easy. You guys have been doing some really good stuff here. And we're all probably fit enough to be able to do it. The thing with this is I could have chucked in another one at the end and done 4 10 minutes. And then the last set would start at 26 and then 28, 30, 32. Okay, and that can really sort of top it off. But I thought today we'll go with you guys and I'll keep it a bit mild, make sure it's manageable. But these are the types of things for you guys when you're at home and you're trying to find something to do and you're like, I want to push myself a little bit. Then you can just create workouts like this and you just test yourself. And, ultimately what we're trying to do and what you're going to find a little bit hard, which I'll talk about, is that when you have this 90-second rest, okay, the body's going to slow down. It's going to be like, okay, take a bit of a cool down. Then when we go back to trying to hit our markers, when we go to the second set and we hit 22, we still want to be trying to hit the speed that we were doing for that 22 in the first set. And then ultimately the same when we go to 24 in the second one. But it's quite hard because you've spent 90 seconds just sitting there, like sort of paddling along, not really putting in any effort. So we've got to get back onto that speed. And this is where, you have to really think about what you're doing to get that intensity back on. And it's hard because you've cooled down, the heart rate's low, and then you've got to hit it and try and hit the numbers. Okay. And it's what I always talk about is trying to know your numbers, trying to match them, trying to get a little bit more if we can. And these type of workouts are really great for that. Okay. So what we'll do normally, we'll get on now. We'll just do 2, 3, 4 minutes, whatever you guys, if you're warming up right now, perfect. Get on, do the warm up, and then we're going to be right into it. I hope I don't have a bloody mishap like I did last week with the with my speakers, with my headphones when they shut out on me. But I've turned Bluetooth on everything else off, so we should be fine. So I'm just going to finish my coffee, my lovely Dalmatian on there. and then we're going to be ready to rock and roll. So, as I say, just remember that warm-up that we're trying to achieve. Starting off, just remember to get that body moving. You know, depending on, it's probably pretty good for you guys because you've been up all day. What is it, 2, 3, 4, something like that over in the States. So we want to be able to get that sort of rhythm and flow. So when you do get on in the morning, making sure if you are a morning trainer, just got to get yourself in a position that you're not going to get injured, okay? First and foremost. You get injured, can't train, drinking too many beers, get a bit fat, you know, that type of thing. So it's just the ability to slowly eke out the length, the pressure, you know, feel all the muscles, feel all the joints. Just, you know, it's a low impact sport and training, but we've still got to be able to get ourselves in a good position. And as I say, always check in as well, because as you're riding along and sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm struggling to get the length at the front, you know, maybe think about dropping the feet down a hole. Or if you are actually thinking, man, I get right over top of it, maybe lift your feet up a little bit and you'll get a bit of a better flat drive, okay? So really working on the hang. Should be starting now to push the numbers down a little bit further. Good. Opening out the body. Yeah, that's nice. Heart rate's going to start going up. Feel the breathing. Okay, really good. We want to start pushing now down to where our sort of training speed is. Once we get down to that, and we stay there for about 30 seconds, then we know we're ready to start our workout. Okay. Once again, shake it out. Get the rhythm. And we're ready to rock and roll. Okay. One thing that I should say on this too is, depending on you and what you need to do, you know, I'll try and, even though I do blabber on a little bit, the idea is to, if you do have, you know, a tight back or tight hips or, you know, hammies, whatever it is to be able to do the warm up. You might want to do a little bit of stretching, and sometimes it is good to get back on, just do another minute and then go. So just trying to manage everybody that's watching, that type of thing, so that we're all starting together, that type of thing. Just takes a little bit of management. So I'm sorry if we jump too quick, too slow. You know, trying to get everybody to be able to do this together and not lag behind, that type of thing. And not sit here like this now going blah, 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 blah. And then we're all cooling down and not getting ready to work out. Okay, so same as usual, select workout, new workout, intervals time. Okay, hit the back button, go up to 10, and then down to that rest top of 1 minute 30. Okay, so we're going to have plenty of rest. Okay, 90 seconds, your heart rate will drop quite a lot. Okay, so what we want to be doing is we want to be looking for good speed today, okay? Good speed when you're hitting that 20 to 22, we want to look for that improvement. We want to go up, 24, going again, 26, we're keeping it free, and we'll be hitting some really good numbers by the end of it. So what we want to look at, and it's just a mental check for you guys, is to go, what was my speed here? What did I end up on at the finish? Okay, and we want to look at that gap. Okay, and that's the type of thing we're looking at. So if you can do like a 5 second, good. If you can do a 10 second, even better. So it's just getting an even increments as we go through. Okay, so let's press our tick box. I'll give you guys 20 seconds. Hopefully you're all ready to go. I'm just going to take a quick drink. And just making sure, because I've lost the stream. Here we go. I'll just check that into there, into gear. Okay, here we go. Let's rock and roll. So let's start off at 20, get into a good rhythm, good zone. We're just going to move it up from there. Okay, I'll keep check of the times, but you guys, I'm pretty sure you're good at math. We should be able to work that out really easy. Okay, right, here we go. Sitting nice and tall. Let's get into this together. Are you ready? Row. First and foremost, let's find this rhythm and the flow. First 15, 20 seconds. So while we're doing this, check our length. We're not overreaching. We're sitting tall. Good. Good start. Nice solid push. Remember that 20 rating, bread and butter. Working the muscles. Feeling the hang. We don't have to zip up and down in order to get the heart rates up. We do it with a nice, consistent, smooth rhythm, focusing on technique. So then we can see a really good improvement every time we increase the rating. So let's focus on our feet. Feel the compression. Feel the push. At the same time, let's leave our hands out the front. Feel the hang. Feel that relationship between the feet and the hands off the front. Good. Nice push. Feel the legs driving the body down, driving the body back. While we're still just hanging on that handle. Nice, solid. Remember, looking for good speed. Finding that nice rhythm. We're going to see our changes as we go through this 10 minutes. Yeah, really good. Breathing. Okay. So we're going to come up to this change, adding that freedom of the hands around the finish. Creating the momentum. Yep. Nice, just like that. Now we just know that because we've made that a little bit quicker, the legs go down a bit faster, and we've got more speed. Now let's hold that. Maintain. Always looking for that efficiency. Work the drive, relax the recovery. Really good. Always remembering the hands. They brush the body. If we're bumping, smashing them into the chest, we're not getting the sequence of the legs body right. Good. Good rhythm. Continuous motion. Remember, let that chain take us forward. Draws the body over. Nice. With continuous motion. Breathing. Nice focus. Want to try and be really consistent. See the number. Tap it along. So here we go again. Remember, free the hands. Feel that acceleration. Yep. Now, good. Hands. Allow that bungee to draw us forward. Now feel the rhythm. Pendulum. It's like a metronome. Back and forth. Breathe into it. Staying relaxed. Good. Good rhythm. Slow. Focus the leg drive. Feel that push away. Hang the arms. Breathing. Nice and relaxed. Relax the face. Good. Good holding that momentum. Hand speed. As we come down to the last change, same again. Let the machine do some work. Now, hands, legs, hands, legs, hands. Good. Right, tap it along. Remember, stay relaxed. Breathe. Sitting tall. Nice, keep up. Feel the core. Nice. Continue this all the way. Nice. Okay. Breathe it out. Take the first 30, 40 seconds. Just get everything under control. Okay. Now it's the time to analyze. Okay, how did it feel? Did you find it was a bit of a struggle getting each rating to come up? Or did you find it quite easy? Okay. You've got to think about what we do on the next one in terms of hand speed, what we were doing with the technique, how relaxed we were. Okay. And this is where, because now we're relaxing down into it, heart rates are coming down. When we start off, we've got to feel confident. We can take the first 30 seconds on to get into the rhythm, get into the groove, okay, and then start searching back onto our speed, okay. So after a minute, we want to try and be on the same speed at 22 that we were on for the 22 in the previous piece, okay. And we do that with technique and rhythm, not with power, okay. Now, so onto this 22. So let's find the rhythm first. That's what I always talk about. We find the length. Don't worry about the split yet. Okay. Now we've got the motion. Now we've got the hands. Now we can think about the push. Okay, that work and rest ratio. We drive. And then we switch off. Good. Right, I'm getting back to my numbers. Suck it up. Shake it out, keep it loose. Okay, good focus around the finish. Now let's focus around the front. Roll in and around. No stop and go. Around the front. Hang off the arm. Under the armpit. No tension in the shoulders. Good. Nice rhythm. Okay, we settle into this. We find a good speed, a good continuous motion. Working on the technique and the flow. Around the back. Brush the body. Soft knees on the recovery. Okay, don't lock them out. We still want to get the hands over. We don't want to feel like there's a big pop and a hard jolt to get back onto the recovery. Supple. So let's go back to that thinking. The feet push and the hands hang. Feel the relationship. Even shut your eyes for a couple. Just feel that independence between the two. Okay, good. Now we've got that. Feel the drive, opening the body through the hips. Leaving the arms out long. Remember, they hang for as long as we can. Really nice. Good. Yeah, that's been a really good piece, guys. Holding and maintaining. As we come down to this change, same thing. You guys know what to do. Here we go. Now, let the machine do the work. Hands are in the back. Good. Okay, breathe into this. Settle into the rhythm. Keep the hands moving. Around the front, around the back. Remember, work and rest, switch off. All the tension gone on the way forward. Push the body and the muscles, getting into a position, be able to do another stroke. Let's focus this body swing. Remember, it's getting driven by the legs. Don't manufacture it and all of a sudden try and get a big body. Remember to sit back. Everything opens up through here. Feel the arms almost like they want to get pulled out of the joint, out of the socket, because we're just hanging. Okay, breathe. It's all about efficiency. Work and rest. Take a moment. Take some breaths. Relax the face. Find the easy flow. Good. All right, ready for the change. Same again. Free it up. Yep. Here we go. Remember, find the freedom and rhythm first. Then start to feel the push. Move the hands. Good. Now lock that in. Lock that rhythm. Work. Now rest. Feel the relaxation. The chain draws us forward. We don't have to pull ourselves back up. Feel the momentum. Roll with it. Soft knees. Good. Find that acceleration. Good momentum. Rhythm. Both feet again, round the front. Good. Hang under the armpits. Brush the body with the handle. Speed in, speed out. Right, here we go. Now, change. Just free it up. Move with it. Now add a little bit more acceleration. Relax your face and breathe. Don't grit the teeth. Want to find the rhythm. Good. Yeah, nice team. Hang. Under the armpit. Move the hands. Nice. Okay. Now keep paddling. Don't drink until about 40 seconds to go. Okay. Get ourselves under control. Okay. Now the one thing with these type of workouts, they're a great way because they're an aerobic sort of endurance type workout and we're building. You might find your heart rate's getting up quite high and that's fine, okay? They get up because as you slowly ask the body to do a little bit more in a really efficient way, the heart's trying to be as efficient as possible, which is pumping way more blood, getting in more oxygen. And that's why it's important to get this breathing, to get the clarity. The moment we take short breaths like this, we won't be able to have that relaxation. We'll get tight because the lactate will start building up. Okay, so if you've had a drink, we actually need right now, just put a little bit of pressure on the legs. Okay, this is the last piece. Remember this first minute. Let's get back into the rhythm. Then start pushing down on it. Okay, last piece. Let's give it justice. Yep. Okay, so here we are. Just find the rhythm first. There's our 24. Good. We've got the length. We've got the hang. Now let's just find that acceleration point. Here we go. Legs drive the body. Move the hands. Good. Okay, breathe. No tension. Leave it out. Hang and swing. Then move the handles. Let the chain take us forward. Good. Right. Should be close to our numbers. We just sit into this rhythm. Next 3 minutes. Metronome. Okay. We'll lock in the rhythm. We'll find the flow. It's a continuous motion. Feel it. Hands around the finish. Remember, the arms are weak, but they can hang a lot of weight. Through the lats. Good. Everyone self-check. Sitting tall. Breathing. Relax the face. Feel that push. That round the front. We're not stopping and starting. We're loading and pushing. Like a spring. Coil. And push away. Use that elastic muscle of the body. The knees. Come up softly. Using the chain. Carry us forward. We feel the weight on the feet. And then we push away. Nice. Good. Everyone focusing that rhythm. Breathe. Work the drive. Relax the recovery. Yeah, good. Use the big muscles. The legs in the back. Through the glutes. As we sit back. Okay. First change. Remember how to do it. Here we go. Yep. Just move everything a little bit quicker. Don't add any more power. Look, we did that and we went faster. Only a little bit. We're not working any harder. We're just working more quicker and a bit more efficiently. Okay, tune it back in. Around the front. Roll in and away. Good. Nice. Really good. Good hand speed. Yeah, good people. Feel a hang. Now, armpits. Relax. No tension in the shoulders. Relax the face. Keep the breathing. Good. Yeah, nice. Good hang, team. Really good. Move the hands over the knees. Let the chain do it. Softly break. Brush the body. Sit back in the stroke. Breathe. Continuous motion. Armpits. Good. Only got 3 minutes to go. Stay relaxed. Focused. Here we go. Move the hands. Yep. Acceleration. Drive the body back. Hand speed into the body equals hand speed out. Speed in, speed out. Release that pressure to allow it to brush the body. Good. Okay, hang. Here we go. Shake out the shoulders. Breathe in. Work and rest. Sitting tall. Around the front. No tension. Work the drive. Switch off. Coming forward. Yeah, good rhythm, guys. Tap it along. Don't work too hard. Use the rhythm. Momentum. Okay, here we go. Change. Now, square it up. Rhythm. Hand speed. Give it a push. Relax the face. Relax your shoulders. Last 30 seconds. Hand speed. All the way. Nice. Okay, really good team. Let's just roll it out a bit. Don't stop. Remember, Stopping's the worst thing you can do. Breathe, shake it out, be loose. Okay. Get some oxygen back towards the body, the legs. If you've got a heart rate monitor, you might have seen that it got pretty high. I touched 190 at the end of that. Okay, but I'm still in control. Okay. And that's the thing about this type of workout, is that because you're gradually building and building and building and building, you're trying to teach your body to be efficient. So it's asking the heart to beat faster, the lungs to get a bit more oxygen, but you still got that mental capacity to be able to focus the rhythm, because we've slowly built it up. Rather than just punching out really high intensity where everything gets tight and the heart rate doesn't really climb that high because you're already into the lactate zone. Okay, just press the menu button, save that into the memory, because that's a good one to go back over, because the first piece should be like a 23 rating average. The second one will be like 25. Third one will be like 27. So we can look at what our average speed was and our split through each of those pieces. And it will get slower towards the end, because obviously we're starting to get up into the top end of that exponential scale. So you don't get a huge improvement between the sets. Okay, and if we'd done another one, you'd find there would be quite a minimal increase between the two averages of that. Okay, so even though you guys probably don't want to, just think now, just add a little bit more pressure on the legs and on the hang. Okay, let's just stimulate those muscles to ask for that oxygen, to get the lactic out. Okay, and even though you're like, oh God, this is hard, in another minute, you'll thank me. Okay, one of the most common mistakes around doing pieces is not doing the active recovery afterwards. Okay, getting the body, you don't just stop and go, oh, I worked so hard, oh my God, that was amazing. You actually start stimulating the muscles to go, hey, what if I was about to do this again to you? Okay, and that's what active recovery, the basic gist of it is to go, right, you need to be prepared to do something, even though it's us getting off the machine, going to have a shower and have a coffee or something. That same sort of mentality and tricking the body. Okay, even now, feel the length, get that compression right up, open the shoulders at the finish, nice and loose. Feel the hang and the lats. Yeah, really good. Nice long stroke. See, I already feel so much better. Heart rate's right back down low. Still breathing a little bit heavy, but I actually feel quite good. Okay, so nice little workout. I shouldn't say little. Man, it got the old bloody lungs burning, that's for sure. Those, as I mentioned, those type of workouts are really just designed to try and find that efficiency, because it's just a slow build. Okay, now we can do other ones which are a little bit more intense than this, where you do like, I don't think we've done it here, it might be on the asensei, one of my ones, and it's a real go-to, I do it quite a lot myself, is like 4 8-minute pieces, but you just change every 2 minutes. So you do the same thing with the ratings, exactly like this, start at 20, and the last one's 26, 28, 30, but because it's quite short and sharp, it actually does a little bit different energy system to the body. And you find that it's a little bit tougher than this one here, whereas this here, you're finding a rhythm, you're sort of working into it, and then you go up again, and you take it a little bit longer. So it's a gradual climb rather than a step, rather than a boom, boom, boom. Okay, this creates a little bit more of that gradual climb throughout the time. Whoa, crikey. So, great work. Go back and have a look, as you want to. Go back into your memory, check out what it was, and you'll see on there the different ratings. So mine's gone 22, 24, 26. Okay, and I've increased by 3 splits, then 2 splits. Okay, which is basically what I thought was going to happen. So it's actually a really good workout for me in terms of 2.8 and 2.1. So a really good increase in speed throughout that time. And those are the things that you want to look back on and be able to say, yep, okay, really good increase, good average for the duration, and always trying to work better. Okay. So, okay, please, Arthur, please spend a little bit more time on explaining the circuit and a little bit more time on the PM setup. This is the 3rd time. Oh, okay, sorry, buddy. Okay, so Arthur, I'll give you a bit of while you're on here now, it's a great time while you're not doing the workout to go on to here and go select workout. Now, most of the stuff that we do in here, just have a play, because as you'll see, when you go select workout, it'll say single distance, single time. Depending if you've got a 3, 4, or 5, there's calorie or there's intervals, right? So most of our stuff we do in intervals, just really because we can't do distance because everyone gets out of sync, and time's the perfect way to do it. So when you go on to that intervals time, you'll see that there's a set time and a set rest. Okay, and so all you got to do is set whatever time you want. It might be 1 minute on, 1 minute off. So you can go set time of 1 minute, then you can go 1 minute rest, and then boom. So this will just repeat 1 minute on, 1 minute off for as long as you want to do until you stop. Okay, so you do 5, 10, 12, 13, 19, whatever you want to do, and then it will stop. Okay, and then it'll save it into your memory. So a lot of the stuff that we do is on intervals and either time, or the other one that gets a little bit more complicated is intervals variable. So Arthur, if you just have a bit of a play, next time, and I have tried as much as I possibly can because what happens is if you leave your screen there sitting for like 2 minutes without doing anything, it just turns itself off. So ultimately, I try and manage when we finish the warm up to be able to input the numbers and then to be able to start. Okay, so I'll be a little bit more mindful on that, but great feedback on that. Mitchell, thanks for a great workout. Awesome. Tim, yep, cool. Colin, nice mix of endurance, speed and power. Was tough here, stinking hot and humid in the area. Mate, we had a frost here in New Zealand this morning. It was beautiful. We're going to have a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Thanks, Bob. Priscilla, thanks. I need that too. I'm a newbie. Cool. Okay, so yeah, it is one thing is getting used to your machine. Go back over some of these for anyone that's just sort of getting into these asensei workouts that we're doing. Go back and have a look, because there were other ones that we talked about, the drag factor. It's a very, very common question with everybody, not just here, but everyone in the world. What drag do you use? What drag do you use? And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Everyone's individual. And all I've done is we've done one workout which gave the idea to people of what you can do and what your body's capable of, whether you're big and strong, whether you're quite light, a little bit older. And that drag factor gives you the ability to find the balance between the power that's inputted, but also the ability to find that speed and rating. Okay. And another thing, I follow a few forums around, and I've got all these people going, why does everybody, I can't rate at 20 strokes per minute. And I think those are quite common mistakes with a lot of people, that people sit on here and they don't really follow the right, there's no right and wrong technique. There's the ability to not get injured, but then there's also an ability to be able to improve while you're on the machine. And what I mean by improving is if you start at 20 and you get a good rating at 20, a good rating, a good pressure at 20, it allows you to go up to whatever rating, 28 or 30, and you get an increase in speed. Okay, rather than you see a lot of people zipping up and down 26 and they're not getting their bodies back and forward, they're not creating, okay, the heart rate goes up and that sort of thing, but there is a better way to be able to do it. And that's why majority of our stuff, if you can get that 20 strokes a minute, it's like going out for a run. I liken this because everybody's probably run at some point in their lives, right? And then there's running where you're out jogging, that you can feel the heart beating in your chest and you're in a nice rhythm. That is 20 to 20 strokes a minute on the rowing machine. Okay. And then there's like, okay, for the next couple of minutes, I'm going to increase my speed. That's 22, 24 to 26. Okay. And then there's going, right, I'm going to do these pieces like 1 minute, I'm going to sprint to the next power pole and then sprint to and then take a go. And then I'm going to sprint the next one. That's 28 to 30. Same mentality as what we do on the row machine. Rather than people like having a really short, quick step and you're like, man, that looks tough. Okay, so that's just one way to explain it to some people. Is there a YouTube to who to do it? Let me know where to look. Intervals. Priscilla, are you meaning on how to set the machine, or are you looking for specific workouts? Because there's a lot of specific workouts on the asensei and also on Kiwi Pair, on the one that I've done in the past. Mitchell, tough to hang on to those high ratings. It is. It's really good. And that's why in this, because you're building up, and you're only actually spending a couple of minutes up in that high stuff, it's it really does start increasing through it. And you're like, wow, okay, I've got to really move and get it going. Arthur, it would be helpful to call out the stroke ratings for each interval, i.e. 3 minutes at 26. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. Sorry, normally I just call the change and say, right, we're ready to change. So next time I will. Mate, Arthur, go back and have a look at some of the other asensei stuff, because I think I do it sometimes and I'll say right up to like 24 or up to 26. So I'll be mindful of that. Priscilla, I'm halfway through the beginner program. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay, we'll keep up with that, and then you'll as you get more and more workouts, go back over some of these. And as I say, the best thing about doing this is just there's so many different things you can do on the Concept 2. Like, it's ridiculous. It's almost infinite, because there's any distance that you want to do, there's any time that you want to do, there's any interval workout, whether it's 1 minute on by 10 seconds off, or 20 seconds off, or 30 seconds, whatever, 5 minutes by 20. So you can do so many different workouts for different styles of training. One day you might feel like doing some pieces. So you just do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and you just really pump it, and you'll be like, man, heart rate's going really high. And so there's just so much we can do on these machines. And that's why I try to mix it up as much as possible. And I know that people have got different programs they're working to. I know we can't just sit here and do like high intensity all the time. So I think we've got a really good mix of what we're trying to do. Oh, okay. So you set intervals with no rest time. Yeah. So Priscilla, when you go, I'll just give you another quick demonstration. When you press select workout and you go no new workout, and then you go intervals, and you find the 1 second down, says intervals time, you see that flashing with the 1 on it. So you change that with the little arrow keys on the side. So you press the back arrow, you put the 1 in there, then you take that other 1 down to a 0. So now it says 10 minutes, and you keep pushing that arrow across, and then you go past the set rest time, and then you can put in whatever rest time we have on there. So obviously today it was 1 minute and then 30 seconds. You do that. So it should say 10 minute set time, set rest time, 1 minute 30, and then you press the little tick button in the bottom, 10 minutes, and you won't see the rest time on the screen here, but it will automatically happen for you when you're finished. Yeah, and that is the one thing. The app does tell you what to do, and that's a cool part about it. But obviously, as you use this a little bit more, when you're trying to create some things, or if you go back onto the YouTube and look back on the asensei YouTube and stuff, every time that we do something, there's always we always are pretty much using that interval setting, just because it's the easiest way to be able to do things with people. Okay. Joe, do you vary your stroke length when your rate changes? You're trying to keep your stroke length the same, but when you do get up higher, your stroke length will decrease. Okay, so you won't be able to get right out here with your handle. It might start shifting back. Now you're trying to keep it as long as possible, but it is almost physically impossible to keep that same length at very, very high rating. Okay, and I'm talking quite high, like 30, 32, 34 plus. It's very difficult. Around that 28, you should be just about there, but it's just what it is, to be able to keep that length, which is like the handle's traveling from like here to here. It's just impossible to be able to do it. So we're always working on it, but it will slightly decrease. Now I don't want it to decrease so that you're like way here with your handle and your legs are sort of only at a 3/4 like catch position. That's not ideal, but we do want it a little bit longer. Okay, so cool. Okay, thanks team. Thanks for the workout today. As I said, stay safe. Get onto the sensei if you're not already on it, and I'm sure most of you guys are. And obviously now there's huge amount of program stuff you can do because you can look at all of the coaches that are online, and they all come into the bundle. So that's the best part about it. More coming soon. We're always working on it. Stay safe, stay healthy, social distance, wear a mask. I don't want to harp on about it, but we're all in this together. We are all in this together. We'll get through it, but it's just going to take a little bit of time. Okay. And yeah, look for some good goals, team. One thing I should mention coming forward, if you're really enjoying this, there is going to be, if you follow World Rowing, which is the world governing body of rowing, there is actually going to be a masters competition. So it's probably something I might push a little bit on here as well, just because we're a big community of people on the indoor rowing machine. There is a masters 1,000 meter coming up in the next month, I think. So what it is you jump on here, 1,000 meters, hard as you can, and then you'll input it into like a website, and it will rank you with anybody else in your age bracket. I think it's like a 5-year age bracket, possibly, all the way from like 30 all the way up to 100 plus. And you'll be able to see how you compare to everybody else around the world. So males, females, everyone. It's basically, it's going to be a pretty cool thing to do. So get on to that. Super hot here in California, made it through. Good on you. Thanks, Priscilla. And everybody else, thank you very much. Till next week. Peace. See you later.